Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. 866-TALK-GUN is the number. That'll get you in here. We'll talk about, well, pretty much anything that has to do with guns. Get letters, get emails from Fred in Oregon. First, handgun for protection. I'm sure everyone has their own preference, but what would you recommend for a first handgun? If you are a gun person, you probably have got this same question recently. I want to buy a handgun. What should I get? He says, Fred says, I haven't shot since the military a long time ago. Something simple, safe, and reliable. I just recently found your radio show interesting and informative, and certainly agree with you politically. Keep up the good work. Well, Fred, first handgun, self-defense handgun. We can go all over the place on this. It's like saying, I want to buy a car. What do you want to do with it? Are we talking about carrying it? Or are we talking about having it in the home for home defense? There are several factors that we have to consider right now. One is that handguns are a little bit difficult to get, although they're still out there. You can shop around, you can find your handgun. If you're going to carry it, it's one thing. If you're going to keep it in a home, it's a different deal. You could probably have a bigger, a full-size firearm. A lot of people don't want to carry a full-size gun on their belt all the time. It's heavy, it's awkward, it's cumbersome, it's not terribly comfortable. But as Clint Smith always says, hey, your defensive gun's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be comforting. I like that. So let's talk. If you're going to have it for your home, I would say revolvers are fine if you're okay with a revolver, or a full-size 9, 40, or 45 automatic, semi-automatic. If you buy a semi-automatic, this is going to sound excessive to you. It's not. Buy several extra magazines. Oh, but it comes with 2 magazines. Yeah, I got it. Understand. Buy 2 more. No one was ever sorry they had more magazines. And they can be hard to find sometimes. You want magazines, because if you don't have a functioning magazine, and they do wear out, or they do break, and they do bend, and they stop working, you don't really have a functioning semi-automatic firearm. The main thing, and this is where we get to the heart of the matter, okay? The main thing is not the gun. The gun is the hardware. It's really the software that provides protection. Software being what you know, what you've learned, what you've been trained to do. And I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. Your military background is of absolutely no use. What do you mean, Tom? We learned to shoot. Yeah, I know. It's been a long time for you, but also it's a completely different thing. What you're trained to do in the military is not the same thing that you'll be doing as a civilian, protecting yourself and your family. Where I'm going with this is where I always end up going with this, which is getting training, taking a class. And this is not a class on how to shoot accurately, how to shoot. And if you're a first-time gun owner, yes, you need a class on how does the gun work. How do I load it? How do I manipulate it? Where's the safety? How do I work a trigger? Can I hit a target? You need all that stuff. And you got to figure out where you are with this, but I'm going to suggest that buying a gun and simply learning to shoot it once and then storing it in your home is like giving a 13-year-old a car, teaching them to drive around the parking lot, and then turning them loose with it. You're not ready. Well, I just want to scare them away. Well, then get a scary mask and wear that. Gun's not for that. Gun's serious stuff. A gun hurts people. I mean, let's just get that out of the way. A self-defense gun is designed to hurt people, to make them stop doing whatever it is they're doing to attack you. It's a serious, powerful tool. It's also a complex subject. What do I do if? What do I do if? Well, what if they're just beating on the door? No, you cannot shoot them through the door. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, what if I'm in my car and they're beating on the car? No, you cannot legally shoot them at that point. There may be a point at which you can. Oh, this stuff starts to be complicated. Yes, it is. It is complicated, okay? So anyway, I would just suggest take real classes, learn to shoot. If you don't know what kind of handgun to get, find a range, hire an instructor, a trainer, and say, hey, I want to try out a few of your range guns. Can we do an hour or two? And then at the end of that, you'll go, hate this one. This one's okay. Like this one. The one you like, buy that one and go from there.